Porky Pig's Feet is a 1943 Warner Bros. Cartoon directed by Frank Tashlin, with a story by Melvin Millar, and of course, we have the brilliant Mel Blanc voicing Porky Pig and Daffy Duck, and another character who I won't spoil. Another character makes an appearance in this, but I won't explain more about that. Hopefully that will whet your appetite enough to watch it. But to be honest, apart from the character's appearance, the narrative I didn't think was that brilliant. It wasn't terrible, but I felt like it dragged on a bit. It is a little over the average length. It's about 8 or 9 minutes rather than the usual 5-6 minutes. And I don't think the length itself is a problem. There are plenty of shorts that are longer than average. But I just feel like the narrative didn't sustain itself. Porky Pig and Daffy Duck are staying at a hotel called the Broken Arms Hotel, and when Porky Pig gets the bill, he realizes he cannot pay this, and he has to try and find a way of getting out of it, while Daffy Duck is also trying to find a way to get out of paying the bill. Will they succeed? Well, I will say they go to some pretty extreme lengths. One of my favourite bits, and I won't spoil what actually happens, but it's when we are looking down a stairwell, and it's a concentric stairwell, or a spiral stairwell, I'm not entirely sure which. But we're looking down this stairwell, and I loved that bit of animation. I thought it was so effectively done, and I absolutely adored it. And it is very well animated. There's absolutely nothing wrong with the quality of the animation itself. I just feel like the narrative, although interesting enough, kind of wore thin quite quickly. Not even, it's not so much that it hit the 5 minutes and then I lost interest. After about a minute or two, maybe 3 minutes, I just thought, this really isn't sustaining itself as well as it perhaps could do. And unfortunately, I can't really pinpoint anything specific about the narrative that I would have liked to have been done differently, or where I think they should have maybe shifted the focus, because it's just in general, I feel like there's not enough substance to it. It needed another layer. It wasn't terrible, of course. I didn't dislike watching it. It was well animated, and Porky in particular I enjoyed, especially when he realises things before Daffy does and he has to break the news to Daffy. Those elements I liked. The cameo character, I thought worked really well and kind of saved it a little bit. So it's definitely not my favourite Warner Bros. Cartoon. I don't think it's anything particularly phenomenal. But at the same time, it's not bad. If you like Porky or Daffy or Warner Bros. Cartoons in general, I'd say it's one that's still worth checking out.